Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the air compressor on this 2003 GMC Envoy XL. And the items that you'll need for this is a new air compressor from 1AAuto.com, flat blade screwdriver, 13mm socket and ratchet, 10mm wrench, jack and jack stands, and a pair of pliers. Open your fuse box by pushing these tabs, set that aside, and then lift up this panel.
So you want the ECAS, which is the number 1 on this vehicle, which is right here. That's this one right here.
You're going to want to jack up and support the rear of your vehicle. You want to jack up underneath the axle, and then you put the jack stands underneath the rear frame rails. Then go into your jack tools that's in your back here and pull out the 3 or 4 sections of the jack pipe, and then you insert it down into this hole, and there's a square receptacle that the bar goes over, and then you use the tire iron section of your jack and turn it counterclockwise. This lowers your wheel. You want to lower it as much as possible. We were only able to lower it a little bit. Now disconnect the harness by pressing the tab and pulling. Pull the harness clip from the frame, and then you want to disconnect this. You push the hose in, and then you push down on the connector around the hose and pull the hose free. And then this one, same thing. You push the hose in, then you kind of squeeze and pull on that gray connector and pull it apart. And then there's also a connector that you can either just pry apart or pry it from the frame, and then remove these 2 13mm bolts.
Now unhook the compressor and pull it down. And once you get it to a certain point, you just want to angle it downwards, and it'll pull out around the wheel. And if you can remove your spare tire, that'll help, but because of the condition of ours, we can't really do that. And then using a 10mm wrench, just loosen up these 2 hoses. And you're really only loosening them so you can let the air out. And just let all the air flow out of each side. And then remove those hoses the rest of the way. Once you've pulled the hoses free, just push the tab on the harness on the back and disconnect it and pull your compressor down. And then using a flat blade screwdriver, you want to just split these open and pull that off the hose. Do the same thing for your other hose. On the left is the old air compressor, on the right is the new one from 1AAuto. You can see they're identical and they'll fit exactly the same. Loosen up these hose clamps. Now reconnect the harness. And one of these has a white ring around it, one has a black ring. You want to put the white hose into the one with the white ring, and the black one into the one with the black ring.
And you force those hoses as far in as you can into the fittings, and then you tighten up the fittings. You want to just tighten them up until they give some resistance. It's only supposed to be 1 or 2 foot-pounds that you tighten those to. So you can see the black one, I force it in as far as I can, and then tighten up the fitting, and repeat the same for the white one, which is the other side.
Reclip the compressor into place. And now just replace those two 13mm bolts and tighten them up. Reconnect those two hoses and the harness, and then reclip the harness into place. Replace the fuse and close up your fuse panel.
Okay, and very important, lower your vehicle down, but check the air springs. Make sure they don't fold up on one side. Make sure they come down nice and evenly. You don't want them wrinkled or folded on one side or the front or back. You want them even so that when your compressor starts reinflating them, they reinflate evenly. And then you can start your vehicle up. We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.